Hi, Caroline. Great to see you. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to let people in as they're coming in, boys. We're now at time, so we're going to start. Welcome, everybody, to our Women in Business Mastermind. If this is your first time in our mastermind, I'm going to explain how it goes. So, this space is for networking, but not just networking, actually forming connections that lead to referrals and partnerships and collaboration. We're also going to spend time masterminding because that's the whole point. So we're going to learn what's working right now. How are women actually growing their businesses and landing clients? We had one last Thursday and it was just incredible. Camelia, hi. So great to see you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited
How
to see
are
you.
you?
Oh,
Hi,
you were
lady.
here last time, right?
Yeah.
No, mastermind. Yes. Okay. I was just explaining to the group how it goes. So when the time comes, I'm going to ask you to put your business details in the chat. And that's how I'm going to send out at the end of the call. That's how we all get each other's links, website, social media, all of those juicy stuff. But at the beginning, I want us to do a quick round of introductions. I want you to introduce yourself, your business, and how you get clients' results. I always say, as women, we need to always be ready to introduce our businesses, right? Because you never know who's in the room, you never know who's watching the replay. So I'm going to have the replay on my podcast, on my LinkedIn, like I'm going to give you maximum visibility. Okay. So essentially, I want you to introduce yourself to people, say how you get people results. And if you can share a client testimonial, that will help as well. So we're going to do a quick round of introductions. Hi, Carrie. So great to have you here. Okay. So I'm going to go first to give you an idea of what the introductions look like. And then we're going to go clockwise as I can see your lovely faces on the screen. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Joy Rowland. I am a money and entrepreneurship coach. I am focused on helping women grow their businesses in aligned ways using LinkedIn and YouTube. Okay. So we're going to go Crystalline first, then Amy.
Hello, my name is Crystalline Ambrose Thomas. I am a virtual assistant. I only newly formed the company going freelance, and currently I primarily used LinkedIn and referrals for my business. So it's quite a startup. So this is honestly my first networking group since starting the business. So I'm beyond scared, but I'm here.
Nice. It's okay to be scared, right? We do things scared. Like if you wait until you're fully confident and fully ready, I promise you, you're gonna wait for so long. So in this space, we take action, being scared, being afraid, we take action, and that's how we create results. So great job being here. Next, Amy and then Bernice.
Hi, my name is Amy Dave. I am a physician assistant and a women's wellness coach. I teach women that PMS is not normal and it's your body asking for help. I've been doing this about 4 years now, and my clients tell me in my 3 month program, usually after the first month, they start to see improvement in their symptoms by month 3, and afterwards, they have zero symptoms at all. Um, so being in the healthcare field, I never learned this. I never told my own patients this until I joined the wellness space. And here I am.
Great to have you, Amy. I love that so much. And I love how you shared your clients' results. Like that's tangible. And as a woman, I could relate to what you just described. So good. Next, Bernice and then Todd.
Good afternoon or good evening to those who are a little further east. My name is Bernice Campbell. I just moved to Augusta, Georgia. My business is just getting started. after having friends and family for years tell me that I probably should take some of the skills that I have and create something that is of my own, as well as can get me through the ups and downs of the job market, even the most recent one, I am putting more effort into it than I ever have before. So I am taking more, attending more webinars like these and taking courses offered by the Small Business Development Association of Georgia, which has a lot of information about just everything. Because I did a little bit of consulting from 2010 and 2019. I am a program evaluator. I use qualitative and quantitative research methods to evaluate federal and state grant funded programs. So over the last 20 years, I have done that off and on for higher education institutes, K-12 school systems and districts, and nonprofits. But it's very cyclical work, so that when people have money, then they'll hire somebody. And when they don't have money, then they won't. And so I end up with a flip-floppy resume that looks like I just hop around. On top of that, people will hire me and then don't allow me to do the work that I have been hired to do because they don't fully understand what a program evaluator does and the value that they can bring to the work that they're trying to accomplish. So I quite often find myself looking and searching. And so I could have testimonies, but they're from at least 2019. That's the closest, was the last client that I had. And those clients that I took on my own were all in higher ed. They were university professors who had received grant funding from some federal organization. And then a part of the stipulation of their completing the grant is that they needed a program evaluator. So I don't have testimonies, but I could get them. Right now for me, I am a bit overwhelmed because in order to do this right, I said I needed to look at and learn everything. And to do this right means that there's a lot of pieces that I've got to understand and be willing to do. And it's scary because it's a lot of stuff that someone who came from, I started my professional career as a high school mathematics teacher. So I'm educated, but I'm not a business person. So learning how to be that, and then how to be that in a social media led world where an introvert doesn't exactly always fit. So I feel like I've spoken too much, but I see Amy on my page and she's nodding. So thank you for the validation, Amy, and as well as Joy. I see the Joy and Amy and Crystalline. So I've seen their eyes like, so I'm like, okay, cool. This isn't, because sometimes you feel when you're building a business that you're doing this by yourself and no one else knows what you're going through. And so I'm taking the smiles and the acknowledgement to say, okay, Bernice, this is what happens. This is what it's supposed to look like. But glad to be here. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too, Bernice. I love that so much. And many of us can relate to everything you just said. If I tell you the number of women who've told me, just do the sales and marketing for me, I'm going to just deliver, right? So many women struggle with putting themselves out there, figuring out how to market, how to tell their stories in a compelling way. And that's why we're in this mastermind, right? So I'm an introvert as well. That's why I can so relate to what you just said. And it feels like you have to be the loudest. You have to shout the loudest to get clients. But I want to tell you that's not true. You can actually build your business without social media. And we're going to discuss some of that. So thank you so much for sharing that. So for those who just joined, we're doing a quick round of introductions. Tell us your name, what you do, and the client results you get. Let's keep it to 1 minute so we can actually get to the mastermind and learn from each other, because that's the whole point, right? Let's go to Todd and then Candice.
Hi everyone. I just want to say everyone looks great. But my name is Todd. I am the owner of Fodex Mobile Laundry Service. So what we do, we provide a personal wash, fold, delivery services for all families, busy families, professionals, um, seniors. So our goal is just to help people as they need it, and save a little bit more time for what's really important because we all know how long laundry can take. So sometimes we have to put that off, and it goes and it may affect our family. So that's what I do. I'm here to help. Less worries for everyone. So nice to meet you guys. I am also new. This is also my first webinar. Um, I am young, but I'm not the best tech savvy. So I have started a LinkedIn, which that's a whole new world. But I also have like an Instagram just to get it out there. I'm more boots on the ground. So I've been places, let's say parks. I've been to apartment complexes. I've been everywhere. Even if I'm in Food Line, um, I always care about five of my little flyers. I'm like, hey, you look like I can help. So that's just me. I'm here to learn from everyone just to see what their marketing looks like, and what their business has been starting from the beginning until now. So, yay!
Great to have you, Todd. I love the enthusiasm and the excitement. Great to have you here. Candice and then Caroline.
Hi everyone, I'm Candice Williams. I am a life and embodiment coach. I founded a blog and coaching program called The Slow Year. So the work that I do, primarily I've been coaching for about 12 years now. Most of the work that I've done has been with entrepreneurs and executive leaders, helping them to really slow down, come home to the body, reclaim joy, and develop clarity so they can create sustainable businesses and lives. That's it. In terms of client results, I had a client recently say to me, I come from a generation of hustle till it hurts. And yeah, like working with you has allowed me to really let go and feel some freedom
Mm.
emotionally and mentally, which has really changed the way that she relates to her team, her work, and the vision that they have for the department moving forward. That's it.
So good, so good. Congratulations on that client result. And when you said you've been coaching for 12 years, I'm like, did you start when you were 10? How can you be coaching for 12 years?
I know someone
Okay.
said this the other day. Yeah, 38.
Oh gosh, so good, so good. Caroline and then Camellia.
Hi everyone. This is also my first time. Hang on. First time here, not first time networking though. I'm Carolyn, co-founder of a company called CAS, Client Acquisition System. We help small service-based companies around the world to find more business. We start the conversations, we fill your calendar, and we manage the dreaded follow-up, which most of you don't ever get around to doing. So you can get a steady flow of new clients. It goes far beyond lead generation and it costs a lot less than you would expect. So if you're curious, you can check out our website. You can see testimonials on there, and all our contact details. And I'd love to have a one-to-one with whoever's interested.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'm very curious to hear how you help your clients. And we're gonna go deep dive into the mastermind and we're gonna all learn and grow. So thank you so much, Caroline, for being here. Camelia and then Carrie.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Camelia Whitehead. I am the founder of Wise Care Consulting. I'm actually doing another arm of Wise Care Agency, but that's a whole nother story. So I'm a parent support coach, and I offer support services for adoptive, foster, and kinship families who are struggling with children with complex emotional, behavioral, neurodivergent developmental needs. Um, the work that I do really centers on moving parents from constant crisis to being more confident and being more informed in their parenting to be able to improve the relationship between them and their children. Um, Most of the referrals, I think, Joy, you had asked about how we normally get our referrals, but most of the referrals right now that I get are word of mouth or through colleagues I have in the industry. But I'm really trying to broaden the social media piece and start offering workshops to be able to, catch a wider range of clients. I think I shared this before, I'm not sure, but one of the clients that I had who had started working with me, she was a prospective adopted parent. And she had started working with me because she wanted to go down this road. She'd done all the things, paid the money, everything. And we got to a point as we were working along that she realized that adoption wasn't for her after putting all that money to it and energy and time. And I just think it was an amazing decision because sometimes people think that this is the road that they want, but they realize that this is not where they need to be. So it was absolutely a success for her because like weight just fell off her shoulders once she
Mm,
actually realized, yeah, no, this is not what I want. So
wow. Wow, that's so powerful and such an impactful job you're doing helping parents and children. So thank you so much, Camelia. Carrie and then Toya. Oh, you're muted, Carrie.
Hello, my name is Carrie Ayala. I started a new bookkeeping business. I've been in corporate America for about 40 years, and I retired from corporate America, and I'm currently working for a nonprofit organization. Their goal is to help homeless students through education, ninth grade through 12th grade, move from graduating on to college service or, maybe just getting their own place, but giving them that footing to be able to be successful in the world. Because I've been in corporate America, I've had many jobs. I've started many startup businesses along the way and just never panned out due to life, raising children, marriage, and all that. And so I would like to use the skills that I have gained in corporate America in, uh, in my bookkeeping business. Before I retired, I was a purchasing agent. So having those skills I
Carrie, I
think
think
will
you
really
for
help me.
okay.
Excuse me, you hear me? Okay, so yes, that's about it. No, no,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Fantastic, Carrie. You froze there for a little bit, but I think we got the gist of what you had to say. For those who've introduced yourself, please go in the chat, put your full name, what you do, and your social media links and your website as well. At the end of the call, I'm going to download that list and share with everyone. Um, Please do not put your email address if you don't want everyone to have access to your email address, right? You don't want people to add you to their mailing list and all of that nasty things that people do. But put your details because I'm going to share this with my entire list of about 900 women so they can connect with you, reach out to you if they want to work with you or take the relationship, like the networking to the next level. Toya, then Abby, and lastly, Alicia.
Hi, everyone. I'm Toya Brooks. I am the founder of Nair Consulting. I have been doing consulting for about I initially started in 2019 in consulting, and I provided the full services of HR. I've been in HR for about 13 years, and I recently have rebranded, and I'm specializing now in specifically kind of operational issues, but through an HR lens. So I look at the people, processes, and systems. And with systems, I look at AI implementation and where to make employees more efficient and things of that nature. So I'm just about a month post rebrand, and we're still kind of updating websites and stuff like that. So right now, I'm looking to make new connections because most of my clients are referrals, and most of my client referrals now are for an outdated business, in that I rebranded and I don't the previous services I provided were very administrative, very policy heavy, and I'm just kind of looking to get away from that. And I'm really interested in organizational structure and change management and things of that nature. So I'm specializing more in that.
So good, so good. Please put your details in the chat. I love that so much. Um, Abby, I think your camera isn't working. So let's go to Alicia and then Sandy.
Good afternoon, all. I'm Alicia. I'm the owner of the Sense Only podcast. My podcast is for those who are tired of the noise, distraction, and disconnection in the world. It's for those who know that we need to be the change that we want to see in the world. At the moment, I'm very fortunate that I don't have to find clients. I literally have floods of people applying to get on my podcast. Great problem to have. I think the only thing for me at the moment is actually organising myself to not be as overwhelmed and to actually respond. I've got a backlog of about 3 weeks of people applying, and I've not messaged anyone, which sounds terrible, but put my hand up. This is real life. Well, my assistant sent me this Zoom, so I've kind of just got thrown in the deep end being here. So please bear with me. What am I saying? Testimony. My current episode that's out. I interviewed a lady who is quite high up in. You probably can from my accent. I'm British. She's quite high up in British society, and she's currently being. Her son was taken, and she's somewhat being harassed by British constabulary. It's all very technical, but cut a long story short, since putting out the episode, which was 2 weeks ago, the results from that have been that she has been contacted by a filmmaker who I guess wants to put out her story to help her, get justice. My episode was actually also sent to all the journalists on Fleet Street. And if anyone's not familiar with Fleet Street, it's pretty much where all British publications are in the UK. So that was mind blowing for me. And what else did she say? Other stuff. It's caused traction, basically. What else am I supposed to say? I think that's it. Yeah. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Great to have you here, Alicia. Sandy and then Nafisa.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Hi, my name is Sandy. I'm a licensed financial professional and also a coach. So what I do is I help individuals, family, especially women, to protect, and businesswomen like us, to protect our income, because our ability to earn is a huge asset. So in an event that we get sick or there's layoff, then we start struggling because we don't have anything to fall back on in long term. So that's what I do. Also build wealth, create tax efficient retirement strategies through life insurance, retirement planning, and also setting up college account for kids, and having a trust, right? Because we don't want anything that we leave for our family get stuck in the public cost system. And I also coach women who wants to do start their own business as well. So thank you, and I'm very excited. I'm here for elevate each other, connection, referral, anything to take all of us to the next level.
Awesome. Great to have you here, Sandy. And lastly,
Thank you.
Nafisa, and we're going to masterminding.
Hey ladies, my name is Nafisa Caseman. I'm a life coach. I'm in the UK, England, and I support women who are in 9 to 5s who are successful but unfulfilled to create their big life. So I support them, basically moving them from where they are unhappy, unfulfilled, successful on paper. And then we take them through a journey, realizing what exactly they want to create, what their big life looks like, and then whatever's blocking them. And then we help them execute on that very intentionally. And that's me.
I love that so much. Great to have you in Nofisa. I know for our networking events, it's usually very late for you in the UK, so you finally made it here. I'm so glad you are here.
Great to be here. Thank
Okay,
you, Joy.
you're so welcome. So for this segment, we're going to mastermind to say what's working, what marketing strategy is working for you right now. So think about the last client you signed. Tell us, how did they find you and what marketing strategy did you use? So just raise your virtual hand and then I'll call on you to speak. While you do that, I want to tell you what's working for me. So if you've been on my email list for some time, you would have heard me talk about how I went live, must have been 3 weeks ago on LinkedIn, and just going live and talking about my program. So I created a new program for children. It's the Wealth Builders Academy for Children. And that live ended up being seen by the pastor of a church, his Reverend Kevin Taylor. And yesterday, I got to speak on Sunday service to the entire church. I got to speak to them about the Wealth Builders Academy. And not only that, they've invited me to take the entire church through my academy starting next week for summer, 6 weeks in summer, which is incredible. I actually just posted about it today. And so I want to encourage you. I know some of you say you're not very comfortable with social media. Here's the challenge. I want to challenge you that people want to know who you are. What I mean by that is people want to kind of know your philosophy, how you think, how you get people results. And the fastest way to do that is through video, right? When people see your face and hear your voice, even if it's for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, they can connect with you. They're like, oh, I know what she stands for. I know what her program is about. I know her process, right? So if you're very nervous about social media, you can start with YouTube. You can record the video. You don't have to go live, right? Record the video and allow people to hear your voice, right? That live not only got me that contract with the church, also gave me two personal clients from that live session. Like it was like 20 minutes. So I want to encourage you, if you really, really want to grow your business, let people hear you, let people know you. You don't have to post pictures of your children on social media. Like, that's not what I'm asking you to do. Okay. This is for people to know who you are, hear your voice, and then they decide. Now, not just know who you are, you have to have a call to action, right? So the way you talk about your offer has to be compelling, right? Because the goal is to generate desire in people. Let them desire what you have. And that comes across through your energy, the way you like. If I talk about my offer and I'm not excited about my offer, how do I expect people to want to work with me? Right? So the call to action, whether you tell people book a call or here's my free gift to get on my email list, etc., that call to action has to be compelling. Okay. All right. Nofisa, go ahead.
Hey, everybody. So for me, one of the last clients I got was I ran a free in-person workshop, and there was a small amount of women there, but it was a 60-minute session where they were really able to let their guard down and share what wasn't working for them. And one of the things that came up over and over again was that the women were overwhelmed with the clutter in their houses. And one of the things that I do very easily is decluttering. And so I put together a program where it was going into women's homes and walking them through like a home reset intensive, because to help these busy women who are successful but they're kind of ashamed of that side of their lives. And I was able to support them by going into the house. Now, if they're outside of the UK, I do a virtual one, but this one, I was able to do this by hearing what the pain was, really understanding like I'm struggling with this, and then saying like, hey, this is something that I can help you with. And because you come to the workshop, I'm giving you like a founder's rate as well. And then I got another client from that. And we were just able to build trust in that 60 minutes. And then I fostered that relationship via email as well. And then we move forward.
That is incredible. I love that so much. So you hosted an in-person workshop.
Yeah, 60 minutes.
How did you promote the workshop? How did
So
you
the
get
good
people to?
So the good thing was I collaborated with a venue and they have their own online system. So they took all of the admin side out for me and they basically uploaded it on their website. They posted it. I promoted it too. But I then got access to their audience as well.
I
Yeah. So
love
that
that
was
so
really
much.
good.
I love that so much. So see, you gave value and then
Mhm.
people saw value in your work. So it's almost like you worked for free in that, even though it was
Just
an
quite,
hour,
yeah.
right? So you
Yeah, it was a
actually
free
showed
workshop.
them, yeah, go ahead.
No, I just said, yeah, it was a free workshop. And that's okay for me because, I'm giving value. People are seeing how I think and how I can help them. And they're also leaving with maybe a change of perspective or a new belief or something like food for thought. And then they can see, actually, I may need further support or this was really helpful. How else can she help me?
Wow. So imagine if you just stayed on Instagram and posting faceless reels. Like people post faceless reels and they come to me on the consult call and they say I'm not landing clients. I'm like, how do you expect people to hire you? You're posting faceless reels. People don't know how you speak, how you think. Like the fastest way to build trust is in a, like you just described, in a workshop, right? People see, oh, Nafisa can actually help me because she already helped me in an hour,
Mm.
right? I love that so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. So powerful. Go ahead, Candice.
Yeah, so I've built most of my business off of just collaboration and connecting with other people, referrals, that type of thing. I contract as well with a couple of uh, bigger companies, so they'll call me if they have a client and say, "Hey, we've got a client." And also, I think unique positioning in the marketplace, particularly when it's with like coaching with big groups of entrepreneurs or executives or whatever it will be. But a couple of weeks ago, I decided that I wanted to get on Pinterest and start playing around with Pinterest as a platform. And so I started running ads to a 5 days of slow, like a free audio course, and just had like kind of my first person jump into. I host these come home to the body 60-minute embodiment classes, and had the first person like a cold lead. I come in there. So I wanted to share that because I thought that was really cool just recently.
Wow, that's incredible. So you ran Pinterest ad on Pinterest and
Yeah.
it was through a free, like a lead magnet essentially.
Yeah, so it was to a free 5 days of slow, and the final day of the free 5 days of slow, I invite people to come to a paid class. It's like a low ticket class, and then from there, after I do the class, I invite people to jump on calls and stuff with me for the higher ticket work. But just wanted, yeah, it's a low ticket offer that I sold somebody into, but I thought that was cool, right? Like not a lot of effort on my part for that one.
Yeah, so good, so good. I love that so much because if you could sell one client to that little ticket offer, now you know you could sell thousands. All you have to do is turn on the tap on the ad to bring as many people in. I love that so much. So in your experience, the results you got on Pinterest, is it better than the results you would have gotten on Facebook, for example, like Meta ads?
Yeah, so I don't have enough data to be able to say that for sure. I haven't been on Facebook for a couple. I actually got off Facebook a couple of years ago, but in saying that, I actually used to have quite a lot of success on Facebook growing my business. I got off social media purely because it's a part of my personal transformation story of slowing down. But I actually have had a lot of success in the past running ads on Facebook. Um, I chose Pinterest as a new platform that I'm exploring because 70% of the users on Pinterest are women, and like a lot of the data shows as well that they are women that are making over a certain income bracket as well. So, and they looking specific. I mean, the Pinterest slogan is create a life you love. And so I think particularly for and again, I don't have enough data, personal data, to really be able to tell you this. I just started a couple of weeks ago, but just from my own exploration of it, that for businesses that are wellness focused or that have home decor, inspirational stuff, self-help stuff, that type of thing, it's quite a strong platform. So I'm playing around in terms of growing my business because the way that I've offered services over the last couple of years has mostly been almost like B2B in the sense that I'm offering coaching services and then I'm coaching clients for other people. So they're doing the business and I'm just delivering, like you said, Joy. But now I'm moving into this space where I want to do more B2C. So I want to go directly to the clients, which is why I've started uh, focusing a little bit more on just trying to grow my email list and that type of thing.
I love that. I love that so much. Email list is something we're going to talk about in a little bit because, Camilla, you were here the last time. Many of the women didn't even have an email list. They didn't understand what a lead magnet is. So we're going to touch on that in a little bit because the goal is for everyone to have something they can go implement in their business. Right. The goal for this mastermind is to get you in momentum. Instead of trying to figure things out on your own, you get collective wisdom here and you have what to go implement for the next week. Okay. All right. Caroline, you go. Tell us how your latest clients found you. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. Our latest client was from a word of mouth recommendation. We reach out, part of our business is we reach out on platforms like LinkedIn, for example, on your behalf, and we pull in clients. So we pull in clients for ourselves that way as well. But the most recent client who signed this morning was a recommendation from someone who was doing really well on our service. So it's really nice that that is beginning to happen because our business is not even a year old. It's about, I would say, 6 to 9 months. I'd have to look back. So we're getting a lot of testimonials coming in, getting a lot of people referring their friends who also have a business. So that's the best thing for me to see, that people are liking the service, it's doing well for them, so they're willing to recommend us. So perfect.
I love that so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. Anybody else before we go into like business systems and automation? Anybody else wants to share? Okay. I found a question I want to share, and I'm curious to see what your answer is. And this is the question. It's a tech stack check. It says, okay, let me make it bigger actually. Control plus. Can you set up a simple lead funnel in less than 2 hours? Do your tools work together without needing Zapier? If you don't know what Zapier is a tool that helps you connect multiple tools together, multiple online tools. So do your tools work together without needing Zapier, duct tape links, or 5 different systems? And number 3, can a new lead go from social media to email follow-up to booking a call without you manually chasing them? If you answered yes to all of these questions, amazing. Your business backend is stronger than most. If you answered no to even one, your tech stack may be costing you time, money, and clients. I love this so much because we don't want to run businesses that require us to be there 24/7. So having your tech stack set up in such a way that people can go from finding you online, whether that's on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, anywhere they find you, having your tech stack in such a way that they can go to your email list and then go directly to booking a call with you without you manually chasing you. I think that's the foundation of a business that can scale. So question is, do you have this set up for yourself and your business? Yes. Amy says yes. Candy says yes. Tonya, yes. Bernice is nodding no. Camilla says not at all. Okay. Now, you don't need to get overwhelmed. You don't need to feel like you're behind. You're not. All you have to do is have a plan in place for how you're going to implement your tech stack. Very simple, right? So let's say you have a lead magnet, and we talked about this the last time. You have your lead magnet, someone clicks the link, and then from that link, they automatically get the lead magnet delivered to them. And then when it's delivered to them, there is a nurture sequence behind that gets them to book a call without you even knowing that someone is on your email list. Right? Tonya, were you going to speak? Tonya? Oh, okay. All right. Feel free to unmute because at the end of the day, the goal is to help each other to grow. Any questions so far?
Joy, what's the system that you currently use? I'm basically finding a new system to use where I can just do it all in one place. Any recommendations?
Okay, so let me show you mine.
Perfect.
I'm always happy to share. People say I give a lot away for free, but that's what lights me up. When people tell me, oh my gosh, I implemented this and this is the result I'm getting, like that's what lights me up. So I'm going to pull mine up and show you exactly how it works. So if I go to okay, so let me share my screen. So on social media, let's go to Instagram, for example. Anywhere on my social media, I have something called link in bio, right? So this is the link in bio. So let's say I do a post and I say, oh, I have this free gift. Go to the link. Well, actually, before I say that, this is the post I was talking about Reverend Kevin. I spoke yesterday just from a live, and it's just incredible. Just from him hearing my story and then hearing the offer. I spoke at this church yesterday. Okay, so I got distracted. Sorry. Okay, so let's say I say go to my link in bio and get the free gift. People go to the link in bio, click this. And when they click the link in bio, they have all my links. So let's say they're interested. Oh, I want to, the Sell Like a Woman blueprint is free. They put their name and email address here. And automatically, I'm going to show you the workflow that runs. So automatically, my Sell Like a Woman blueprint. So I'm showing you now, this is my Go High Level. So I use Go High Level, by the way. So the automation is set up. As soon as the person puts their name and email address here, this automation triggers. They get the email delivering the lead magnet. This is the email. The system tags them accordingly because I want to know where my clients are coming from, right? So it tags them that they downloaded this lead magnet, and then it takes them through this sequence. This sequence is to sell them on booking a call with me. See? So this sequence sends them after 1 day. So it waits 1 day, sends them this email. So you can use AI to create all of these emails, by the way, right? So essentially, it is building relationship at scale. So you build a relationship at scale, and then you keep giving value. Every single day for 7 days, they get a new email, and that the next email is giving them more value, and then telling them, I can help you implement this, book a call. And that's how people are booking a call in my business. So see, book your complimentary call. Okay.
Sorry,
So
repeat the
this,
name of that program.
what program? Oh, you're muted, Crystalline.
It's Go High
Crystalline, you're
Level.
muted.
Isn't it Go High Level?
Yes. So I use Go
Oh.
High Level. I've customized this for my business, obviously, but I use Go High Level. The reason I love Go High Level is because I have all my business in one place. So one of my clients, Sandy, is on this call, for example. So I know she wouldn't mind because she's now my best friend. I want to show you. So if I went to my Go High Level, I'm going to pull that up, and I search for Sandy. If I go on contacts and I search contacts and I search Sandy, So this is Sandy. As soon as if anybody books a call, I can see what lead magnet she downloaded that made her book the call, because this is how you have a predictable business. So I can see the pages, all of my pages that Sandy visited. So see on the far left-hand side, you can see all the pages she visited, and I can see, based on the tagging system I've implemented, I can see which of my lead magnets she downloaded. So now I know which of my lead magnets. Actually, it was the 10K month calculator that made her become a client. So I'm going to stop sharing. I want to see her face. Is she here, Sandy? Oh, maybe I know she works full time.
I'm
Okay,
here.
she's here.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, so it was a 10K month calculator she downloaded that sold her into paying me thousands of dollars to work with me. So that's how
Yes.
I know, right? That's how I know which of my lead magnets are actually getting me the clients, right? So this is not to overwhelm you. I just want you to have a plan on how you implement this in your business, especially if your plan is to have this business for many, many years to come. Like, this is not a side hustle. By the way, I hate the phrase side hustle. Why would you want to hustle, right? So if this is not a side business for you and you really, really want to take your business to multiple six figures and even seven figures, I recommend you think about implementing your tech stack so that your business works without you constantly chasing people on social media. Okay? I know that was a lot, but hopefully that was helpful to you. Yeah. Coach Deborah says longevity. Yes, that's what we want, right? I'm doing this full time now. This is how I live the lifestyle I have. This is what is giving me the money, blessings I have, right? Go ahead, Camelia.
Hey, Joy. So I wanted to share with you, because of my discovery calls are now 45 minutes. Thank you for that recommendation. Um, I find that I don't host, and like on the new site now, I don't have a link for book a discovery call, because what I realize is that not everybody's for me, right? And certain, like, as I'm talking to clients, I realize that I don't think I'm what you're looking for. I don't want to spend a 45-minute time frame with them. But what I do is it's set up like a what do you call it? An information link. Like, you put your information in and how can I support you, kind of thing. And then I get a little bit of information, and based on that, I can send them the link for a discovery call. I want to hear more about what's going on. And then I go from there. I feel like that works better for me because I do, like, as you know, I give so much free information, and I'm on calls for so long. Like, it's ridiculous. And I'm reining myself in and doing better. And I just want to make sure that I'm not exerting a lot of time with calls that are not gonna, or calls that are just not aligned with the work, if that makes sense. If I say that right.
It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of
Okay.
sense, Camille. Thank you so much for saying that. And I personally, I don't have my booking link call publicly available, right? Right now, my business is fully booked. I'm grateful for that. But even before I was fully booked, my link wasn't available publicly. The way I make links available is only when people download my lead magnet, goes through my funnel, and at least know what I'm about. They know my process. They know how I get client results. Then I give them access to the booking call. So making your link publicly available is gonna, like, you're gonna waste time with people who are just tire kickers. Like, I don't want tire kickers. I want people who are ready to work, ready to do the work, and those are the people that get the results, right? So I love that you have that and you're qualifying people. So I wouldn't recommend you have your book a call link publicly available now.
So, Joy, I have my link available, but most people book it through the DMs where I'm chatting with them, and then I'll say, "Hey, do you want to get on a call with me?" Very few people come from the actual link that I have posted.
Yeah, great point. Great point. Yeah, so good. Thank you so much, Amy, for sharing that. Go ahead, Coach Deborah.
I just wanted to come on and say that I came on right on time. I wasn't late. I got game just what I needed. But what Camilla said, that's I just started that last week. I've been doing a lot of networking since last year. I met a lot of amazing women on here, but I'm at a point now where I'm look. How can we collaborate? How can we partner? And so I had a networking call last week with a woman that I met on another networking call. So when I come on the call, the 30-minute, whatever it is, she scheduled it, but I'm coming on with my questions. I'm coming on with, asking her questions, because I'm ready to see what we can do. I'm ready to get to work. I'm ready to see, like you say, I'm ready to see the money. I'm ready to see the partnership, however we're gonna do it. But that's where I'm at. I mean, I'm tired of talking. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am. I'm very confident in what I do. And so now I need to know, how can I help you, or how we can partner together. And so I did get a second we got a follow up. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. If there's a follow up, you see what I'm saying? Not just coming on talking and leaving with nothing. I mean, I'm gonna come in. I'm coming in now to get something. You see what I'm saying? And so even when you said about, and no one has access to my scheduling, I only schedule if they call me and say they want to connect. So that's not open to the public. And then you just gave me an idea, because I do have an assessment that I created from another lady that connected with me on one of my other platforms, where I go on my podcast and I'm talking about what I offer and things like that, and getting women to heal and make a decision that I do need to deal with this situation or whatever. So let me call and reach out to her and do a consultation. But now I'm realizing what you just said. They have to go through the assessment before they schedule. You see what I'm saying? Like, go through my assessment and make sure that you're ready, because I'm serious about what I'm doing. And I need women that are ready to heal. I need you to know, this process that you're going to go through with me, it's going to take you being intentional. And I want to work with intentional women. You know what I'm saying? Because I was intentional about my healing, about me getting where I am today. So I don't got time to be playing pity pad and all that. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just where I'm at. So you gave me some. So I'm good now. I mean, because sometimes when we we in these masterminding classes, because I do that with another one of my friends. She has a mastermind networking, and I'm like, okay, how can you help me get to the next level, because I know where I'm trying to get to. And so even when I'm sitting down with women, I want to know what's on your mind. How can you help me get to where I need to go? And I can tell you what you need to do to get where you need to go, because it's going to take collaboration, ladies, in this hour. It's going to have to take us coming together and deal with the elephant in the room and know that
Mm.
you can't compete with me because it's only one me. You know, it might be thousands of us out here, but ain't but one of me. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we have to get to that place. So just look, I need you, Joy. I need you, Sandy. You know what I'm saying? And you need me, whether we want to accept it or not. And so it's just, and so I just thank you, Joy, for your commitment and for your, just who you are, being Joy, no extra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just straight out. And so I appreciate you for that. And I thank you for this network and opportunity.
You're so welcome, Coach Deborah. I love everything you just said. I know you don't want people to waste. You don't want people to waste your time. One strategy I use is that when people download my lead magnet, it comes with a video. So that video gives them free value, but prepares them to work with me, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to work with people who are ready to go. So if you can implement where you record a video, give them incredible value and say, when we work together, this is what we're going to achieve together, then you have people ready to do the work. Okay. Awesome. Okay. We have 4 more minutes to go, but I want us to say for your next week, the goals you have for your business next week, what do you think is going to be in the way of you taking action to sign new clients? What's going to hold you back? What obstacles do you think is going to be in the way of you taking income producing actions? Now, income producing actions isn't posting on social media and hoping that people become clients. Income producing actions is when your mouth is moving in front of your target audience. That's what I call income producing action. Everything else on social media where you post and say book your call, that's playing it safe. Right? What should we what should we make sure we include in video? So in the video, I recommend you give value depending on your niche, right? You give value, solve a problem for your target audience. Actually solve a problem for them, because that's the only way you demonstrate to people that you can help them. Just like Nafisa said, the people who signed up to work with Nafisa saw that she could help them because in an hour, she actually helped them. So in your video, actually solve a problem for your target audience. It might not be a big problem, a mini problem, right? And then they're like, oh, she actually solved my problem. She can help me further. Yeah. Yeah, Camelia says that workshop I was supposed to do, I'm actually going to schedule it. Yeah, Camelia's been postponing the workshop for like 4 months, right? She's been like, I'm going to host a workshop. I'm going to host a workshop. Now she's committing to actually doing the workshop. Okay. So, Camelia, once you have the workshop posted, please send me the link. Okay. I'm going to keep you accountable this time. Okay. Send me the link. Deborah says overthinking it. Okay. Yes. So we are now very close to the end of the first half, right? If you made a commitment to yourself at the beginning of the year, you have business goals, you told yourself, this is the year I'm going to make $1 million, right? Because on New Year's Eve, we make these audacious goals, right? Depending on where you're at in reaching those goals, now is a good time to look at what you've been doing and recalibrate, right? Because we cannot expect to keep doing the same things over and over again and get different results, right? So this is a clean slate going into July. What are you going to do? Income producing actions every single week to take your business to the next level. Okay. Now, if you are interested in joining our mastermind, so the mastermind I am putting together is a group of women who are serious about creating next level results. If this is not a side hustle for you, you want to really take your business to the next level. You want women to keep you accountable, to support you, to inspire you. I'm putting together a small group of women. If you are interested in joining us, I'm going to grab my coffee chat link. Please book a coffee chat and we'll see if you are a right fit to join us. So this is for women who have big goals. Multiple 6 figures and 7 figures. Like those are the women I want to work with inside of this mastermind. So I just dropped that link in the chat. If you want to explore joining us, we meet every single week. It's for 12 weeks. And all we focus on is generate leads, close clients. Generate leads, close clients. No fluff. Okay, we take income producing actions because that's how we get results. She says, where will we be able to find the list? Yeah, so I'm going to send out an email to everyone. I'm going to grab. So if you haven't put your details in the chat yet, please put your details in the chat, your full name, your business, what you do, how you get clients results, the links to your LinkedIn, Facebooks, all your links. Put them in the chat. I'm going to grab all of those links, put them in one file, and send everyone access. So you have everyone's details ready to connect, collaborate, take your business to the next level. Okay. Any other questions or comment before we go? Okay, let's crush it this week, ladies. Okay. Let's crush it. Take those actions, even when you're afraid. Don't wait to feel 100% confident because you're going to wait for a long time. Okay, so take action scared. Your people are waiting for you. Only you can help them, right? Only you can help them. So go out there, help your people, and keep spreading joy. Smile. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. See you next week.